that they all get 2 chops, and then Breeze and Spears were going to give me a chop as well. So I'm like, 20 chops? Like, oh my, and it's like, it was too late at that point.
There can be long-term ramifications from something that goes wrong in a wrestling ring. I guess that's why we all got to be safe. We got to trust each other. It's why, people like Chris and I are cut out for this. People like you should stay as far away from a wrestling ring as possible.
I mean, I took that one chop.
You did.
When we had him on the show the first time, I asked him to chop me on air. It wasn't as intense as what you went through.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. Remember, it's coming in overhand.
All right.
At least you're right about that.
All right. Oh. Yep. That doesn't feel good. Thank you.
And I mean, and I hope everyone can see this. Oh no, don't put your shirt on yet, because because yeah, you're a nice pasty color of tapioca here, so that might last you a while.
So there's the handprint.
Yeah.
So 1 chop and you were done. That was it.
1 chop, and I was like, yep, okay, I got that done.
Maybe when we're done, we can send you the picture. He looked like a mix of, I don't know, like blood and tapioca pudding.
Oh my God. Yeah, everyone always asks me about this chop video, and I get it. It has a ton of views online. The idea was actually Sean Spears' idea. He was like, if you're going to come to my wrestling school, cool. My idea was I'll take a few bumps, I'll lock it up. Maybe I'll take a few scoop slams or something like that. And he goes, what if I gave you a chop? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Like that's not that interesting. Like 1 chop. I said, why don't you line up all your students and then have them all chop me? He goes, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, why not? It'd make for a great video. You only have 8 students. No problem. He goes, they haven't learned chops yet. I'm like, oh, all right, even better. Sure. Then I get into the ring and realize that they all get 2 chops, and then Breeze and Spears were going to give me a chop as well. So I'm like, 20 chops? Like, oh my, and it's like, it was too late at that point. And it made for a very memorable video. I had multiple handprints across my chest for the next 6 days. And yeah, I don't know if I would do it again.
Well, I think it's great that you stepped up to the plate and were willing to do that. I mean, that already puts you ahead of so many people out there on the independent scene that would shy away from even 1 or 2 chops. You took 20, and you might remember I made a comment on your Twitter where I said, now you've paid more dues than these guys out there. Maybe you might want to consider making it a full-time career.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think the biggest thing, and the biggest thing about getting